Hey, what's up everyone? This is Hydrogen here, and today I'm looking at Capcom and Blue Castle's Dead Rising 2 for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So, let's get into it. So, the game takes place 4 years after the first Dead Rising. It's in a fictional city this time, in Vegas. Our new protagonist is former motocross champion named Chuck Rainey. We later learn Chuck is a father and a widow because his wife was murdered by zombies. And to support his daughter Katie, he puts himself in danger by being a contestant on the game show called Terror is Reality. The contestant who kills the most zombies wins the prize money. After Chuck is done completing the game show, there's a zombie outbreak. All the zombies that were used for the game show have now escaped and are wreaking havoc on the city. Chuck and Katie escape and run off to a safe house with other survivors. One of the survivors notices that Katie has a zombie bite. Chuck is already aware of this and realizes he needs medication called Zombrex. Zombrex prevents someone from transforming into a zombie, but it only works if taken daily. Unfortunately, Chuck is out of Zombrex and has no choice but to go into the zombie-infested mall to find some, and he only has 3 days to do this because that's when the military will be there on the 3rd. To make matters worse, Chuck finds out he's being framed. The media is showing footage of someone disguised as Chuck freeing all the zombies that caused the zombie outbreak. This news leads everyone to believe Chuck is behind this. Chuck goes out to clear out his name and try to find the source of that video. And on the way, he'll run into survivors and some bosses. One of the main attractions of the Dead Rising franchise is that almost anything you find is a weapon. You're in a mall with zombies and the world is your oyster. So the game allows you to be creative on how you want to kill your zombies. Yes, that was in the last game too, but Blue Castle and Capcom have thought of a clever idea to customize your weapons. Most are unrealistic in the real world, but a joy to watch and fun to perform on annoying zombies. The way it works is, whenever you level up, you get a card that allows you to combine weapons. Leveling up also allows you to run faster and learn new attacks. The game also has multiplayer. What can I say? A zombie game with co-op mode is always a definite buy for me. The game allows you and an online buddy to play together in the story mode. However, your partner isn't part of the story, so they won't ever show up during the cutscenes. Also, Dead Rising 2 has another online mode to play, the Terror is Reality games. Play against 4 other online players, and the money you win is transferred back into your story. Okay, so let's start talking about the game's issues. There's way too many loading times, and it takes it away from the gaming experience. The loading screens just flat out interrupts you. I started to get PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 flashbacks. I understand that the game is loading a lot of zombies, but Capcom and Blue Castle could have found a way around this. Another issue with the game is protecting survivors. I found this is where most of the bugs are. You'll find survivors throughout the game, and your mission is to save them. But you have to go through this annoying process to get them to come. There's a series of conversation going on and there's no audio. The game uses that old text dialogue from the 8-bit days. Reading the messages can be difficult to read at times, especially when there's so much going on with all the zombies. Not to mention, the AI is terrible. At times I found myself accidentally hitting the survivors, or the survivors are hitting me. You can also lose life and possibly die from the hands of a survivor, which makes the game a bit aggravating. Alright, so my verdict for Dead Rising 2 is that I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's a really fun game, but it can be challenging at times. If you didn't like the first game, then this game won't change your mind. So I only recommend this game to hardcore gamers who love that gory zombie violence and love playing free roam games like Grand Theft Auto. I'm only saying this because there's a lot of missions and side missions that have time limits. Although, if you are low on cash and you are looking for a game where you can go nuts and kill off zombies in unimaginable ways, then I suggest you try out the first game, which is probably a lot cheaper right now. To see more reviews, go to PXL, or you can click on the link on the description to take you directly there. Thanks for watching, and don't be shy to let me know what you think.